Dangote Refinery and indeed some senior members of the labor union.
The meeting called by the Minister of Labour and Employment is scheduled for 2 p.m. today, and I've spoken with the union. They said they are ready. They are waiting to attend the meeting. I've not been able to reach the Dangote people if they are coming for the meeting. And I also understand that some security agents like DSS are also invited, the NSA also invited to the meeting, and the regulator of the downstream and upstream, that is the Nigerian Midstream Downstream Regulatory Authority and the Nigerian Upstream Authority, that is the NUPRI, are also invited to the meeting. And however, these assets are like national assets now. The one that they're talking about, Dangote Refinery, and Nigerians have been yearning for it to be protected. And we are certain that the unions are not against the success of Dangote Refinery. But the argument here is that Dangote is an international player, is a global businessman, and where he has his factories and his companies, I'm sure the workers there are in one union or the other. And this is Nigeria, our fatherland. And they say the argument is Dangote should allow. You are bringing 10,000 trucks, which we have 10,000 drivers, and officials that will man them will be up to 1,000 or thereabouts. And 800 are registered to be part of Pengassan. Why the back and forth? That is the argument here. And that, Nigeria, I think Nigerians should understand that the issue of unionization is not a do or die. They didn't go there to put gun on Dangote's neck and say, okay, you people must be members. The people volunteer. That was the MOU that was signed at the Ministry of Labour. I was there, and the minister, they signed and said workers should identify if they want to. And I'm sure that was what happened with the 800 workers that voluntarily agreed to register as members of Pengassan. And they submitted the list to Dangote, and the Dangote Refinery said they are reorganizing because of sabotage. Maybe that will be left to the courts to determine whether there was a case of sabotage that relates to the reorganization and the dismissal of some staff, or it is because they do not want unions to operate. And to also give some clarification, there is no association that exists without funding. The funding of unions is from check-off dues, and is a legal document. Check-off dues is a fraction of the salary of workers, because if you belong to an association, you pay monthly dues, you pay certain levies. That is how government has designed it worldwide, and the international community has designed it worldwide, that these unions, how would they get funding for their staff training and for fighting for their welfare or for other issues? Is by check-off dues. So if some person say, because the union has written to Dangote and say, okay, pay check-off dues for these members, and Dangote feels that is a kind of the want to extort him or extort the company, I don't think that is right. I'm only speaking on the level of my own little understanding as a reporter for more than 15 years. So I think this issue can be nipped in the bud. They are going for a meeting. We are hopeful. The minister is very, very smart, Mohammed Bingiadi, and he has been able to intervene in several other issues which has not come to limelight. So we are very certain that he will intervene in this, and the panic buying will be ceased, and the issue of strike, I'm sure we are very certain Pengassan will suspend the strike because they will come to an agreement on the negotiation table.
Thank you very much, Apulo Semoawu, for joining us. Indeed, you could tell that Nigerians are feeling the brunt already. Let's now bring in Billy Gillis.